And here we are. Welcome forward everyone to the latest episode of the Working Man's Warships. I'm your humble host Jedi again, and we welcome you, whoever you may be, wherever you are in the globe, whatever time of the day or night it is where you are, and however you are tuning in, watching and listening. Welcome. How is everyone? Are we all good? I hope so. I hope everything's going well where you are, and whatever you're doing is the start to the week. And we're going to take a little break from action today so I can give you an update. So before we get into any of that, first some apologies. Again, the whirring of the fan and the air conditioners. I am not reporting to you from the British Isles anymore. I am now reporting to you from the British Outback. It is that hot. We have imported weather from Australia, or more to the point from the Mediterranean, and it is so hot I think the wheels on my roller skates were melting with the friction. So apologies for that, and trust me, it is ridiculously hot here right now. So the first of our updates, a success. If we go in here, Endless Waters Lady Evelyn of Moon Bay is now one of us. And as I said before, I don't care if she's from Moon Bay, from Tampa Bay, from Green Bay, from the Bay of Biscay, or whatever bay you want to name. She's free, and that's all that matters to me, along with all of these goodies. So as ever, I'm just going to go through them for all of you to see all the goodies that have been acquired. And, you know, in the case of the crates, whatever was in them. All of this could have been yours, or could still be yours. You still got time, for free. Now I want you to look where it says requirements, and you can see you could do that on any game mode, including AI. So there really are no excuses. I will accept none. New players, get this done and you get all of this stuff. And at the end of it, you get the guys, general guys, who gives us a resource bonus of 1 battle get 2 cause floodings, a 20% increase on XP, which would help with your tech tree ships. So no excuses, get it done. It's all free. They're basically giving you free money. That is complete. So we've got a marathon which is ongoing. The first stage ends in 6 days. So just a quick update on our marathon, and then you can see we are 6,000 into the 20,000 required. We are just over a quarter of the way to our target, but it's still stage 1, so we're quite happy with that. And again, Thunderer is a free legendary tier ship that you can get just by doing the missions, most of which can be done on AI, and you can get the Thunderer legendary tier. All right, we know the value of that. So if I go over here, you know, we always like to give you a demonstration. If you look straight away here, you've got Admiral Schroeder. Admiral Schroeder is 25,000 doubloons, and that's tier 8, not legendary. I need you to keep that in mind. 25,000. So to get 25,000, you can see here it's the 30,000 doubloon package, which is £73.99 in our currency. And you will have a conversion wherever you are. That's what it would cost you to get Schroeder, a tier 8 ship, and all tier 8s will all be the same price, whether the ship's good or bad, whatever your opinion is. The value doesn't change, and this is key. I don't like aircraft carriers, but I collect them. I will do what it takes to get one. I will do the missions. I'll sit there through gritted teeth, and it is like having the hairs on your arm pulled out individually, playing with them. It's that boring and painful, but I collect them because the value doesn't change. The value is the same, 25,000, which is £74. 74 quid for a tier 8, and they are offering you a legendary, which is the tier above, for free. Just do the missions. So that's the Thunderer. So we've got Lady Evelyn. Thunderer is progressing nicely. So what we want to do now is move over to our missions. And you can see I've got endless trials. Why do I have endless trials? Well, that's because campaign is complete. Reforged in Red is complete. We have received our Provorny. There she is. And again, all of this has been done. So if I just scroll through here, all of these goodies have come my way. Don't have to be special, don't have to be great, just do the missions, you'll get all this. Now, the better you play, the more you win, the quicker you'll progress. But you will progress just by turning up every day and doing these. And a lot of these can be done on AI. So I don't want to hear it, new players. I don't want to hear any excuses. You can play on AI, you can practice your shooting and stuff like that. You win most of the games, or you should, and you can get all of these goodies. Plus the Provorny, which I have. Okay, so what it means now is the endless trials, and this is where you accumulate your additional steel. So it's a good way to top up your steel, which is officially the most difficult currency to get, and you just go through and it's all about getting XP. Right, your battle prowess will help you with that, and your heroic effort. So Provorny is in the bag, right? So let's have a quick talk about doubloons, because if I go in the store here, and if you just look up, I've got 2,049 doubloons, right? So before the end of the campaign, obviously our trials is done, our renown is done. So if we go over here and we just look at weekly assignments, I have got another 150 to come, hopefully. As long as I get this stuff done and I'm not lazy, another 150 to come. So 2,049 plus 150 would give me a grand total of, let's do the maths in my head quickly, 2,199 doubloons. So my next campaign is 2,500. So I can get to 2,500 pretty easily with this package here. £3.69, 1,250 doubloons. That will get me safely over the mark to get my next Admiralty back in. Yeah? So we're there. We've done it. End the video now, right? Well, no. What we want to do, now that we've got the important business of the campaign and the guys and all of that stuff is out the way, the marathon's on its way, everything's nice, we're where we should be, I want to have a look in the store and see if there's any more value to be had. Remember, it's all about value. If something's a rip-off, we'll call it out, but can we get any value from the store? So if we look through and we just go through some feature stuff here, pretty standard stuff, I don't really see any value here. So let's go to special. Right, so medieval legends. I don't see much value here. I mean, look, the crates are a possibility what you can get. I don't really, unless they're going to give them to me, I'll take them if they'll give them to me. Don't threaten me with a good time. But as far as buying crates, nah, I don't like buying crates. They're a waste of money. I mean, one of these is going to cost me just under half of my Admiralty backing for the chance that I might get something. No. I'm not really bothered about the, you know, the castles and the skins. Yes, I know you will get ship parts for your marathon, but I'm gonna get them anyway. So a subscriber said to me once, never pay for something that you're gonna get for free. And I love that. That's why I created this community, stuff like that. So no, just know I'm not really bothered about Sir Aldrich Stormvale or Brother Severin. I mean, it'd be nice to have them, but I'm not paying for them, so nah. And then the ships, I have Schroeder already and Jaeger, and you know, I'm not really bothered about Lazo. Would I like to have it? Yes, but am I gonna lose sleep over it? No. So Battle of Midway, again, not really bothered. I mean, the carriers and nah. Atlanta, Monaghan, not bothered to have them. So we have First Contact here. First Contact, which is claim and complete this mission to receive a promotion order and 1,000 Midway coins. Okay, what will 1,000 Midway coins get me? So Atlanta and Monaghan I already have, not bothered about the carriers. 1,000 Midway coins. Oh, a Pinata Frenzy. Okay. And Airfire and Sea Patch, please. Or should I say, child, please. I'm not interested in that. But for the crate, I think it's worth the 35,000. I can see some value there. Don't scream at me in the comments. But a promotion order and 1,000 Midway coins, and I'll get a Pinata crate for 1,000. Why not? Why not? I'm feeling dangerous like Baker Mayfield, so we'll take that. Okay. So rapid fire. Well, rapid fire is just a bunch of ships on discount. Not really interested, if I'm honest. And then the skins, I mean, a lot of this stuff I already have. I won't bore you with the details, so not bothered. No, it doesn't interest me. Now the turtles. Now this does interest me, because as you know, I'm an overgrown child, and this is my childhood. A lot of people who are in the know will know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were massive, big time. So every once in a while on this game, it gives me a chance to engage my childhood. Most of the time it's in battles when I shouldn't, but don't tell anyone I said that. I love the turtles, so let's have a look. Now the Napoli and Schlieffen skins I'm not really bothered about, and then you know you've got camos there, flags. Couldn't care less about any of that stuff. Now if you look at the guises, I am interested in the guises because I have 7 of the 8. Got them in crates. Just been lucky. I even have April O'Neil now. I got her in a crate this season. Most of the others, in fact all of the others, was the other turtle season. So I've got these. But I don't have Master Splinter. And if I'm honest, that's the one I really want. But 35,500, you must be out of your mind. The breeze of madness has gone through Wargaming's head if they think I'm paying 34,500 for anything on this game. Or 24, that's nope, that's way out of my Ocho Cinco price bracket. Nope. So crates again. I mean, crates have been good to me over the time. That doesn't mean I'll buy them. People may not need you, but that don't mean they won't use you. And I definitely have used the pizza party to my advantage with my guys. But am I buying any? You must be out of your mind. Splinter is 3,750. So let's do some maths. I currently have 2,049. I was projected, or am projected to have 2,199. Splinter is 3,750, so I would need 3,750 plus the 2,500 for my Admiralty backing. So doing the maths in my head, that is 6,250 doubloons I would need to get my Admiralty backing and to get Splinter, who I really want. So 6,250 minus 2,199 equals 4,051. I'm going to get absolutely killed in the comments if I've done that maths wrong. 4,051. Okay. There or thereabouts. So that means to get my Admiralty back in and Master Splinter, who I really want, not going to lie to you, it will cost me £14.99. Am I willing to spend that amount to get Splinter and the Admiralty back in? Well, I'm not going to tell you now. You think I was going to tell you now? No. You're going to have to stay tuned for that. I will announce that at the end of the campaign. I don't know yet. The child in me wants it, but the Julius from Everybody Hates Chris doesn't want it. Now, I will say this. Every once in a while, you can treat yourself on this game. You know, the working man deserves to treat himself every once in a while. I have done that before in this game, on like birthdays and stuff like that, special occasions, celebrations. But I don't know if I'm going to do it this time. You can tell me what you think I should do. I kind of just maybe talked myself into it, didn't I? Maybe, don't know, we'll see. But you can let me know. You can let me know by the end of the week what you think. Right? So, I suppose all that's left is... Oh, let's open our crates. Got a couple of crates here. What have we got? Okay. So we've got a Russian commander. If you think I'm going to try and pronounce his surname, you are out of your mind. The breeze of insanity is going through your head too. No. I'll ask a Russian. But I'm not going to try now. Yevgeny. We got Yevgeny. And what do we have here? Some promotion orders. Great. We'll take it. I mean, we would have preferred Dover, but, you know. Beggars can't be choosers. So, speaking of beggars, in the context of this game, my ability is that of a beggar. I'm really not that good. I just do the missions, I show up, I put it in, and here we are. So, as I keep telling you, I have to keep reminding you of this and crack that egg of knowledge on your domes. You can all be doing this too. Most of you are better than me anyway. I'm just an overgrown child who reads and follows missions and does a bit of maths. That's it. And you can do the same. So, if you like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, share. We'll be back to the action soon. And we will see you on the next episode of the Working Man's Warships. Take care of yourselves wherever you are, folks, and I'll see you back on the sea soon.